Once upon a time in the Himalayan hills, there lived an elderly healer who was a specialist in the art of herbs. His fame spread far and wide. One day a young man came to him, deeply troubled. With a sad and disheartened expression, he shared his problem. "Sage, my wife used to love me deeply, but ever since her mother passed away, she hardly speaks to me." The sage replied, "Losing a close relative is emotionally hard to bear, especially for sensitive souls. But Sage, it's been 6 months since her mother passed away," the young man said, struggling to hide his anxiety. "I've heard that your herbs can reignite love. Please make me that herb," he pleaded, joining his hands. The sage responded, "If I had all the ingredients to make that herb, I would give it to you right now. But there is one thing I'm missing to make it." "What is that?" the man asked eagerly, unable to hide his impatience. "Tell me, and I will get it for you." "I need 7 hairs from a lion's mane," the sage said. The next day, the man set out into the forest in search of a lion. After much searching, he spotted one by a riverbank. But upon seeing his movement, the lion roared so loudly that the man froze in terror. His blood seemed to freeze in his veins. Filled with fear, he quickly turned around and fled. This continued for several days. Each time the man gathered the courage to approach the lion, his fear took over, and he ran away. As months passed, the lion grew accustomed to the man's presence and began to ignore him. The man, now more confident, started bringing meat for the lion, which it devoured with delight. Gradually, a bond of trust began to form between them. After the lion had eaten and was resting, the man would gather the courage to approach and gently pat its back. One day, after months of building trust, the man finally gathered enough bravery to take 7 hairs from the lion's mane. Without wasting any more time, he rushed to the sage. "Sage, I've brought 7 hairs from the lion's mane." "Very good," the sage said, smiling as he threw the 7 hairs into a blazing fire. "Wait! What are you doing?" the young man shouted angrily. "Do you have any idea how hard I worked to get those hairs? And now you've burned them." His teeth clenched as he demanded, "How will you make the herb now?" "You don't need any herb," the sage said, still smiling. "Think about it. You tamed the lion. When a fierce creature can be won over with patience and love, don't you think a human can be won over the same way? Go, just as you've made a friend of the lion, awaken the love in your wife. A woman is not just a body. She has a heart and mind as well. Approach her on an emotional level. Leave your way behind and walk her path, from the heart to the body." The young man found his herb in the sage's advice. This story teaches us a powerful lesson. Patience and love can overcome even the most difficult of challenges. Often we focus too much on external solutions, forgetting that understanding and emotional connection are key to solving our problems.